Okay.
Ooh, slow it down a little bit. This is very fast.
No, it was faster. That was my cool down.
Hi. Hi. What are you doing?
What are you doing? I don't like your...
Khloe Kardashian is reportedly raising eyebrows at Scott Disick's latest romance, suggesting that his new girlfriend might not be in it for love at all, but for fame, money, and access. After nearly 20 years of Scott's life being broadcast on reality TV, fans know his patterns, his struggles, and his history of high-profile romances, and now the question is whether Scott is about to repeat old mistakes, or if this could finally be a turning point. Few reality stars have lived their lives so publicly. For almost 2 decades, Scott's highs, lows, and mistakes have played out in front of cameras, tabloids, and millions of viewers. His struggles with addiction, his partying, his impulsive choices, and his emotional breakdowns have all been captured, dissected, and analyzed. Fans haven't just watched him, they feel like they've been along for the ride, witnessing every decision, every argument, and every heartbreak. Scott's story cannot be told without Kourtney Kardashian. Their romance began in 2006 at a party in Mexico, long before the Kardashian name became a global brand. From the start, there was undeniable chemistry, but there was also chaos. Their relationship was fiery and passionate, defined by on-again, off-again dynamics, explosive fights, and occasional reconciliations. Scott's struggles with alcohol and substance abuse often played out in public, leading to dramatic confrontations with Kourtney and her family. At one point, Khloe famously labeled him toxic when his behavior crossed a line that could no longer be ignored. Despite the dysfunction, Scott and Kourtney built a family together, raising 3 children who became the anchor in their otherwise turbulent lives. Even after their final breakup in 2015, co-parenting kept them intertwined, and fans speculated endlessly about whether the two might reconcile. Watching Kourtney move on, particularly her marriage to Travis Barker in 2022, was reportedly painful for Scott. Losing her romantically was one challenge, but losing her as a confidant and best friend added another layer of emotional struggle, forcing him to redefine his identity outside the family unit that had defined him for so long. After Kourtney, Scott's romantic life became a public spectacle. The pattern was clear: young, glamorous women, media frenzy, and relationships that often ended in heartbreak. Sofia Richie, just 19, became his first serious post-Kourtney romance, and while she spent time with his children, the relationship drew criticism due to their age gap. Amelia Gray Hamlin followed, and then a rotating cast of models and influencers, Bella Thorne, Megan Blake Irwin, Christine Burke, Chloe Barole, and others, kept his love life constantly in the headlines. By 2022, Scott was linked to Rebecca Donaldson and Kimberly Stewart, continuing a cycle that seemed almost predictable: flashy beginnings, paparazzi photos, and eventual fade-outs. Fans began to wonder if Scott could ever break free from this pattern, or if he was doomed to repeat it indefinitely. A rare moment of public self-awareness arrived in 2021, during the Keeping Up with the Kardashians reunion with Andy Cohen. Scott admitted that some of his dating choices had been questionable and acknowledged how the public perceived his preference for younger women. For the first time, he emphasized that he wanted something real, age-appropriate, and long-term. He claimed he would not introduce a partner to his children unless he believed she could truly be the one. This shift in perspective signaled a potential turning point, a recognition of his past mistakes and a desire to prioritize stability and emotional growth over spectacle. Enter Katie, a marketing consultant from Ireland. Unlike the women who had dominated headlines for years, Katie reportedly lives a quieter life, isn't chasing fame, and isn't a social media personality. Sources say Scott is focused entirely on her, cutting off other women and making a conscious effort to nurture a relationship grounded in mutual respect and intention. Friends and insiders claim that Scott sees in her a balance he has rarely experienced: someone who can complement his life without complicating it, and a partner who is independent, grounded, and genuinely interested in him rather than his fame. But even with these promising signs, Khloe Kardashian reportedly remains skeptical. Rumors suggest she worries Katie may have motives beyond love, perhaps leveraging Scott for exposure or professional advancement. In a family that has seen these stories play out countless times, Khloe's caution is not just protective, it's informed by years of watching Scott navigate relationships that didn't always have the best intentions behind them. Her concern adds tension, highlighting the delicate balance between trust, history, and the public scrutiny that inevitably comes with Scott's life. What makes this relationship feel different is Scott's intentionality. According to sources, he has made a deliberate choice to focus on one partner, prioritize his children, and approach the relationship with seriousness and care. Katie's grounded personality and independent career reportedly appeal to him in a way that past partners never did, giving hope that this time, he might be building a connection based on substance rather than spectacle. For the first time in years, fans are seeing glimpses of a Scott Disick who is consciously trying to break free from old patterns, aware of his past, and motivated to create stability for himself and his family. And yet, the unanswered questions remain. Can Scott truly escape the cycle that has defined his romantic life for nearly 20 years? Will Katie be the partner he has long sought, or is she yet another chapter in a story built for headlines? Khloe's skepticism, the family's watchful eye, and the lingering shadow of past mistakes all serve as a reminder that in Scott's life, love has never been simple. Fans are watching every move, every interaction, every public statement, waiting to see whether this will be a turning point or another dramatic detour. For nearly 2 decades, Scott Disick has been reality TV's most exposed man, and now, with a new partner and the weight of his history on his shoulders, everyone is holding their breath, hoping that this time, he finally finds the stability, growth, and happiness that has so often eluded him.